In a small town nestled between the whispering forests and the murmuring streams, there lived a boy named Eli. From the moment of his birth under the starlit sky, it was clear that Eli was unlike others. He saw the world not only in its tangible forms, but also in its ethereal essence, perceiving spirits and ghosts that danced on the edge of human comprehension. Chosen and anointed by a force greater than any could fathom, Eli's journey was marked by trials from the very beginning. The townsfolk whispered of his peculiarities, casting a shadow of alienation over his young soul. As he grew, so did the intensity of his visions, attracting not only benign spirits but also malevolent entities that sought to sway him from his path. Eli's childhood was a battleground, a constant clash between light and darkness. Demonic entities, envious of his divine connection, launched relentless assaults upon him. These encounters left scars, both visible and hidden, and there were times when the darkness seemed insurmountable. Eli, in moments of profound despair, found himself teetering on the edge of the abyss, almost succumbing to the very darkness he was meant to overcome. The turning point came when Eli, stripped of all but his indomitable spirit, reached out to the divine essence that had marked him at birth. It was in this act of surrender and faith that he rediscovered his inner light, a beacon potent enough to dispel the shadows that had almost claimed him. Reborn from the ashes of his trials, Eli emerged not just unbroken but fortified, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit when allied with the divine. Yet redemption did not herald acceptance. The people who once sought his aid turned their backs, swayed by whispers of doubt and fear. They saw not the metamorphosis that had transpired within Eli, but remained fixated on the remnants of his darkest days. Misunderstood and maligned, Eli walked a solitary path, his every step a reminder of the dual nature of humanity's capacity for both grace and cruelty. Decades passed, and the seeds of mistrust sown by malevolent forces bore bitter fruit. The community, blinded by their own prejudices and fears, failed to recognize the butterfly that Eli had become. In their eyes, he remained forever a caterpillar, a creature of the earth, unworthy of the skies. But Eli, fortified by divine grace, persevered. He understood that his journey was not for the validation of others, but for a higher purpose. He extended his wings, not in defiance, but in an embrace of his true self, soaring above the pettiness and pain that sought to tether him to the ground. In the twilight of his journey, as the world teetered on the brink of a darkness greater than any he had faced, the truth of Eli's legacy unfurled like the wings he had nurtured in solitude. The very people who had cast stones of doubt and fear came to see the light he had been carrying all along. They realized that in their haste to judge and condemn, they had been pawns in a greater game, their vision clouded by the very shadows they professed to despise. Eli's story, marked by trials and tribulations, emerged as a beacon of hope. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, when the world seems arrayed against us, there is a light within, kindled by the divine, that no shadow can extinguish. And in the end, it was not Eli who needed redemption in the eyes of the world, but the world itself that sought absolution in the light of his unwavering spirit.